Hello everyone, and welcome to a rather unpleasant royal reading. It's been an odd day today energetically, and I have been going through my little black book of possible readings. I have a whole list of readings that I'm still getting around to, and nothing felt right. I looked at them all. I thought, no, I don't feel like reading on Archie. I don't feel like reading on New York. I don't feel like reading on whatever possible things I could be reading on. All of them quite interesting, all of them quite relevant. And so in the end, I thought, well, I'm going to give up and skip today. And I actually went out and met some friends of mine and had a chat with them and came home, and lo and behold, in the Daily Mail there is the news that the Queen has acted against Prince Andrew. She has basically stripped him of everything: his military titles, his royal patronages, his use of HRH, and he will have to face the Virginia Giuffre Roberts, whoever she is, a lawsuit as a private citizen. This is a huge deal in Prince Andrew's life. This is a huge deal in the Queen's life, in her come up to her Platinum Jubilee year. And I can't imagine what it's like to be 95 going on 96 and having to deal with this shame, heartache, the humiliation, the devastation of what Prince Andrew has done to the royals, done to the Queen, done to Her Majesty the Queen, his mother. Everyone always says the favourite. He thought he was going to get away with it, and now it looks as if he is going to have his day in court unless he can buy Virginia Roberts, Giuffre, whatever she is, whoever she is, off with the proceeds of that chalet in Switzerland, which he has just sold, finally paid off the debt that he owed to some high society woman. I think she's a French woman that he owed apparently £5 or £6 million to. Oh, just really horrifying. And I know that Prince Andrew is not your favourite topic on this channel. He's not my favourite topic on this channel. He's someone I really don't like reading on. Awful energy. Bombastic, entitled, all the rest of it. Nothing entertaining about it. But I'm doing a reading now using just our regular Rider-Waite. The reading has come today, the reading that I've been waiting for, and I can't shuffle the cards. I have shuffled them a lot before. The reading came while I was out. The reading came, and it is how the Queen is really feeling about this. Pretty awful. So I just want to check in with her and do an energy check on her. Celtic cross. Nothing fancy, no fancy decks, no tricks, no show-offs. Nothing to cloud the issues, just the old Rider-Waite, just the old Celtic cross. See how she's feeling about this really horrifying moment as a mother, as a queen. We all have these moments in our lives, but not so public, not so devastating. I don't think people disappoint children, partners. You know, you've all been through it. I'm sure I've been through it. Everyone's been through it, but not so publicly, and with not so much at stake. And so underlying energy in this reading is the Two of Pentacles, and that is finding balance and trying to prioritize things and making difficult choices about where your values lie. Pentacles are about your value system, really. Even though it's often just about money, it's also about what you believe in, what is most important to you, what you're going to prioritize. And the Queen has made it very clear that the royal family, the monarchy, the institution is going to win in this. And her son, her allegedly favourite son, is going to be cast out in order to save the monarchy. There it is, the Two of Pentacles. So, the heart of the matter from the Queen's point of view. And Ace of Pentacles is quite interesting. It's a big money card, but it's also about permanence. It's about that stability that the monarchy represents, that fresh start, that ensuring the future. The Ace of Pentacles, aces are new starts, new journeys with the Pentacles. It's solid, a long journey, a stable journey, a secure journey, one of permanence, one of reliability, dependability. She wants the monarchy to endure. She wants it to start afresh. She wants to reinvigorate it. She wants to make sure that it survives. And that is what that is about. I don't think that the Ace of Pentacles is about paying for Prince Andrew's lawsuit, because she has made it quite clear in the past few days that she's not going to pay for the legal proceedings, for whatever happens, whether it goes to trial or whether Prince Andrew succeeds in paying Virginia off. The emphasis, the focus of this reading, the heart of this reading, is about making sure that the monarchy endures. And what is the challenge for the Queen right now? And there she is, and she is the Queen of Swords, Earth sign woman, Taurus, but her official birthday is a Gemini birthday. Is it the first weekend in Gemini season, June? Please someone tell me, I can't remember now, I've gone blank. But there she is. She is there in her air sign, guys, the Queen, and that is the woman who has suffered. The Queen of Swords has had a tough time, many challenges, and she has learnt. She has learned wisdom. She has learned to be shrewd. She has learned to be wise. She has learned to rule from a place of wisdom rather than a place of emotion. She puts her head above her heart, and she has done just that. That is her challenge. It must have been torturous. It must have been agonizing for her to do this, but she's done it. She has risen up, and she has answered that call, that need for clarity, that need to cut out, that need to be decisive, that need to be quite cold and very clear and very wise and very shrewd, and she has done it. It's not a mother energy, the Queen of Swords, very far from a mother energy. And Prince Andrew has felt the cutting of that sword in the very recent past. So what's going on behind the scenes right now? Buckingham Palace, 8 of Wands in reverse, is blocked communications, and it looks to me as if she really has decided to cut him out and to block him. I get almost from seeing her. He is a regular caller to Windsor Castle, lives very close by to the Queen. He's the one designated, apparently, by the other children, Anne and Charles and Edward, to be the regular visitor, because he lives so close by. Go to the Queen, cheer her up, have a chat, make her laugh, whatever he does. But there is blocked communication. She doesn't want to hear. I think she really has said, I've had enough. I have had enough of this. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't want to read about it. I don't want to know about it. And that's the 8 of Wands in reverse. A real shutting down of whatever he is trying to communicate and whatever he is trying to persuade her and convince her of. She's not interested. Very difficult energy, this. Very difficult reading to do, actually. And this is just little old me, far, far away from it all. So what is the focus? The Queen's focus right now, her goal. And it's disappointment, the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups is it's the breakup card, it's the disappointment card, it's bad news card in a sense of emotional bad news. Something going wrong, something that you don't want to hear because it's upsetting. And really is disappointment. I think that she would like an apology. She would like him to say, I'm terribly sorry. I owe everyone a massive apology. It's a water sign, Page of Cups. Cups, of course, are water. She would like some sort of gesture from him, I think, to say some kind of contrition. I've messed up. I've hurt everybody. I've done wrong. I've harmed people. Not happening. It's not happening. Hasn't happened so far. And so what has happened in the lead up to this very difficult decision that the Queen has made as Queen of Swords? And this is the desire to move on from trouble, the 6 of Swords. always very clear, the Six of Swords card and the upright. There's been a difficult situation. You can see those the choppy water in the foreground of the card, and the desire to move on to smoother waters, to calmer waters, to a safer place. It's been very difficult. They hoped that they would leave this mess behind, but the mess has stayed. And so for the sake of the monarchy, there has been this cutting. And so what will be happening in the future, for instance, with the Jubilee? It's an ending card, the World. It's going to be a focus on the Queen's Jubilee, her glorious Jubilee, her years, decades of service to the world, not just to the UK, but of course to the Commonwealth as well. The World card, very public, very glorious, very successful, very triumphant. It's a laurel wreath around that figure. So all the focus is going to be on that. That is the importance. And it's going to be very successful because it's in the upright. It's successful completion of the Queen's, I won't say life because we're not at that yet, hopefully, but a very successful completion of that 70 years of service. And that is what is going to be going on. No sign of Prince Andrew in there. We've got all the fixed signs around it, and there are fixed signs, of course, in the royal family. Charles is a Scorpio, Anne is a Leo. That's the endurance. The fixed signs are all about enduring. The Queen, of course, herself is a Taurus. And so it's going to be all about that. It's going to be all about, look what I've accomplished in these 70 years of service. Look what the monarchy has accomplished over many decades and centuries. And Prince Andrew, no place for him. So the Queen's attitude to Prince Andrew in all of this is over. It's done. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Can't work with him anymore. Can't support him anymore. I really get the idea that the doors are closed to Prince Andrew with that Eight of Wands in reverse, and with this card with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Don't come around. You're not welcome. I cannot be seen to be cooperating with you. I cannot be seen to be working with you. You are not a team player anymore. You are not a member of this team. You are not a member of the royal family in the sense of the royal family as an institution, as a firm, as a business, as something that has to endure, that has to be safeguarded, that has to be prioritized in that Two of Pentacles. What pressure is she under? As if we need to ask the cards. She needs us to endure. The Three of Wands. She's looking to the future very much. The Three of Wands is looking out to sea. You've sent your ships out. The ships are going to come back with treasures, with investments that have flourished and grown and expanded. She wants that to succeed. She wants the royal family to endure. I keep saying that. It's very obvious. You don't need to do a tarot reading to know that this is why she's done it. But it's interesting that cards keep confirming this. She wants the royal family to endure, to grow, to expand. She's looking to the future. She's looking to how it is going to, how that message is going to be sent abroad, how she's going to be reaching new people, new shores, new ventures, new, I don't want to say markets because it's a completely wrong word, but just making sure that it's, Britannia rules the waves. There it is. Three of Wands. That's what she's looking out at. She's looking out at the sea. She's looking out at the territories. She's looking out at the influence and the potential for growth and expansion. And it's the pressure card in this reading. That is what is on her mind, of making sure that endures. It looks like she's going to succeed with the World card there in the near future energy. But her hopes and fears right now, of course, this is about Prince Andrew. And we get the Hermit in reverse. And that is a difficult energy, the Hermit in reverse, because it's someone who's not looking within, who's someone who's not being wise, who's not finding their own true calling, their own inner wisdom, their own path. I think that she fears that Prince Andrew, first of all, is going to be completely ostracized with the Hermit in reverse. Hermit in reverse can be someone coming back into circulation after being in exile, being isolated for a while, but it can also be somebody who is left out in the cold forever. As I always say with cards that are reversed, they have various ways of being interpreted, and you have to interpret them in context. And so for me, Hermit in reverse, that she fears that he's out in the cold forever. It's major arcana. It's going to be really, really difficult for him ever to find his way back, and he won't be able to find his way back, and that's what she thinks, that's what she fears. But also because it's the Hermit, and the Hermit is about soul searching and finding your inner vision, your inner wisdom, your own true path. I think she's concerned that he is not going to find his own true path, that he's lost. He is lost in his own moral compass. There isn't a moral compass. He is that lost. And you can see it from the way that he has responded to this court case, trying to fight it in quite spurious ways, and not ever taking it seriously, not realizing the implications of it. That dreadful interview that he did a couple of years ago, that really was the ruin of him. He just really has never seen how bad this looks. His friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, with what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell. He has never seen how bad that is, planting them on the thrones in Buckingham Palace, taking them to private royal residences up in Scotland, and being seen with Epstein after Epstein was convicted. It's all just bad, so bad, and she fears that he will never really understand what he has done wrong. He's incapable of understanding what he has done wrong. And the outcome of this decision, this massive decision to strip Prince Andrew, it's a choice card, and it's a wise choice. It's major arcana. She's done the right thing. It's a Gemini card as well, and I'm feeling quite emotional now. I'm actually feeling, as you can hear, I'm really quite breathless through this reading. I'm really actually struggling to breathe, and for no a reason of my own. It's not as if I have any lung troubles or anything like that. It happens to me sometimes when I do these readings, when the energy is very, very intense and my throat chakra closes up and I'm really struggling to get air into me. I think that I'm feeling her struggle to get air into herself at the moment, because she's so upset. It's that feeling of being so grief-stricken that you can't breathe. That is what I'm having as I'm doing this reading. And the Lover's card is, of course, the major arcana Gemini card. And who is the Gemini? The missing Gemini from this reading, Prince Philip, the one who had the family in his charge and in his care. She had the country in her care and he had the family in his care. That's how they divided things up when they got married. And he's gone, of course. And she now has to make these very difficult decisions, these very difficult choices. And I think that she has looked up and she has prayed about it. She has communicated with him about it in spirit, and he has said, you have to do this, you absolutely have to do it. Probably the most difficult decision of her life that she has made, and she's made it. She's made that choice. It's in the upright. It's the Garden of Eden in that card, and Prince Andrew has been expelled from the Garden of Garden of Eden, listen to me, the Garden of Eden. He has been expelled from there and is going to be exiled with a Hermit in reverse, exiled permanently from that garden. And the garden is safeguarded, and it is very a successful energy, very successful energy for the Queen. It's the right choice, it's the right decision. Absolutely, everyone will support it. You can see this from the world. The focus is going to be on her and on the royal family and her accomplishments. And Prince Andrew is going to slink away into the dark. And I'm not going to do a reading on him right now. And his energy, I just really don't want to go there. Don't want to look at it. This reading about the Queen, about how she feels on this very, very difficult day. But two very, very successful cards as the future energy, the world. That's how the Jubilee is going to go. It's going to go very, very well. She's made the right choice. Upright card there. And the Gemini looking down approves. So, emotional reading, difficult. I've run out of air. I'm going to go and take some deep breaths now and try and shake this energy off me. And sorry to dump this reading on you. Strength. And thank you for sticking with it, those of you who have made it to the end. And I will see you hopefully for a more fun reading tomorrow.